Don't dehumanize me up here.
I'm not doing that.
Another
You're
human
free to
being.
post
I can post whatever I want. So say that and shut it down and move on to the next question.
But Kyrie, you have to understand that
I don't have to understand anything from you.
It's not me.
Nothing.
By
It's no
posting
people that
what
you're
you
making up,
did,
bro. Move on.
But by posting
Move
what
on.
you
Next
did,
question.
What?
The KYRIE IRVIN situation is both confusing and troubling at the same time. KYRIE shared a link to a movie on Amazon that is deemed to be somewhat anti-Semitic. And he is now suspended for about 5 games. He had to pay over $500,000 to the ADL, Anti-Defamation League. His deal with Nike was taken away. He is called all types of names, and I'm wondering, wait a minute, what's going on here? What is the sin of KYRIE IRVIN again? What has he done so wrong? Now, first of all, I'm not trying to come to the defense of Kyrie because I don't know the entire situation. But from what I know, it is disturbing. Thinking about this, I'm going to share some videos, but I want to set the stage here. He's in trouble for sharing a link to a movie or a documentary that is being hosted by Amazon. Amazon is like a library. Pretty much it is a library that carries the book and the documentary, still available today for anyone to go and watch. Him sharing it got him in trouble. He is now being blamed for being anti-Semitic. And I'm just confused. I'm just so confused. So KYRIE IRVIN doesn't have the right to use his social media platform to share a content that matters to him. Is that what I'm getting here? Is that what I'm getting here? So by him sharing that content, that means he hates people? Really? How so? So how about we watch some videos and I'll comment, because I think this situation here we need to pay attention to. First of all, I want to say I don't really care about that movie or that documentary. As a matter of fact, I'm more interested now to checking it out than ever before because it's been promoted in a way that they're treating Kyrie. I think people are gonna go check it out now. I don't think I would have ever heard about it if Kyrie wasn't getting in trouble for sharing it. Anyway, I don't really care about the content in that. I've heard about the Hebrew Israelites and so on. I've heard about Black Israelites. I have a different position on that. I don't care about your birthplace. That doesn't make you anything that makes you any special as far as I'm concerned, because as a Christian, it's all about faith in Christ. It's not about your location. It's about your relationship with Him. Simple as that. That's where I stand. So let me look at a number of videos here. This is one of the ones we're going to start with. Kyrie is being questioned, and he is doubling down and pushing back against the questions he's being asked concerning the book, or the movie. And let's take a listen to that.
Promotion of the movie and the book.
Can you please stop calling it a promotion? What am I promoting?
Put it out on your platform.
But I'm promoting it. Do you see me doing? Do you see me
By
in front of
putting it out there,
the
people
title?
are going to say that you are
Yeah, I put it out there
promoting.
just like you put things out there, right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's not
You put
stuff,
things out there for a living, right?
right? But my stuff
Great.
is
So
not
let's move on.
filled
Let's
with
move on.
anti-Semitic
Let's
stuff.
move on. Don't dehumanize me up here.
I'm not doing
I'm
that.
another
You're
human
free to
being.
post
I can post whatever I want. So say that and shut it down and move on to the next question.
But Kyrie, you have to understand that by
I don't have to understand anything from you.
It's not me.
Nothing.
By
It's no
posting
people that
what
you're
you
making up,
did,
bro. Move on.
but by posting
Move
what
on.
you
Next
did,
question. Next question. Do you guys have any more questions for
and they're
me?
going to say,
You guys have any more
does he have
questions? Because this is going to be a clip.
anti-Semitic
This is going to be a clip that he's going to marvel at. Is this any more questions?
But you're not answering the question.
Oh, this is another asking your question. Oh my God, let's make another Instagram clip so we could be famous again. Next question.
KYRIE basketball.
Are you listening to this? Are you listening to the argument of this? Do you hear the rhetoric? By you sharing this, I think you have anti-Semitic views and people are going to get upset. Therefore, you're promoting the content and you need to answer some serious questions. This is why KYRIE IRVIN is in trouble in these United States of America. These United States of America. KYRIE IRVIN is in trouble for sharing a link about a movie. Are you listening to this, guys? What year is this? What? Now, you thought this was the end of it. Huh. No. Let's continue. Now, you're gonna hear the ridicule happening as a result.
On the other hand, Kyrie Irving, star of the Brooklyn Nets, he's out there flirting with anti-Semitism, continues to play. How do you think celebrities who spew bigotry, people who have platforms, should be treated? What kind of consequences should there be?
I just, makes me wonder, like, who told them this stuff? How did this get into their heads in the first place? I mean, on one side, you could say maybe we shouldn't take anything that these guys say seriously. I mean, if you see someone ranting and raving on the street corner, you're not necessarily holding them accountable for their words. But on the other hand, these are very specific. I mean, and I don't think Kanye West is a stupid person, and I don't think Kyrie Irving does think the world is flat, so that should be taken into consideration. But
he went to Duke, though. He's pretty smart.
Well, I mean, he went to Duke. Would he have gone to Duke had he not been a great basketball player? That's for the admissions people at Duke. But it might be time to take his diploma back.
Before we hear the next part, did you hear what these guys were saying? Do you hear how the media is peddling the same message? Are you hearing the beat of the drum? They're dancing the same beat. Now, look at the next video, Charles Barkley. We're just gonna get a voice from that one. We're not gonna watch the entire video. We're just gonna listen.
Dropped the ball.
In what way?
I think he should have been suspended. I think Adam should have suspended him. First of all, Adam's Jewish. You can't take my $40 million and insult my religion.
Did you hear that? Now that is very significant. Very significant. Let's keep listening.
Don't insult me. You have the right, but I have the right to say, no, you're not going to take my $40 million and insult my religion. I think the NBA, they made a mistake. We have suspended people and fined people who have made homophobic slurs. And that was the right thing to do. I think if you insult the black community, you should be suspended or fined heavily, depending. I saw they did the same thing to the kid in Minnesota this year when he made the gay slur. I think you should get suspended or fined.
Have to be aware of what you're doing. And you have to be aware that sometimes when you put stuff out, not everybody's going to like it. Some people are conscious, some people are not. I can tell he's not conscious. He doesn't really care what's going on. But us, I know that the game that we used to love and we promote, it brings people together. And it hurts me sometimes when we have to sit up here to talk about stuff that divides the game. Now we got to answer for what this idiot has done.
What? What are we talking about? What is going on here? How did we get here? That should be very concerning about the direction of our country as a whole. The way we're handling this situation here shows there's some serious issues going on at the foundation of our, should I say, interpretation of our Constitution. There's really a big misunderstanding of what it means to live in this country and having the ability to share my perspective on things that matters to me. You know, KYRIE IRVIN was questioned again by the same reporter, and let's listen to what he said.
Are you sorry for the hurt that your posts caused people?
I take my responsibility for posting that. Some things that were questionable in there, untrue. Like I said, and the first time you guys asked me when I was sitting on that stage, I don't believe everything that everybody posts. It's a documentary. So, taking my responsibility.
It seems like Adam Silver wanted to hear the word "I apologize," or in your mind, you said, "I didn't mean to cause any harm." Were you apologizing, or did you not?
I didn't mean to cause any harm. I'm not the one that made the documentary.
Do you have any anti-Semitic beliefs?
Again, I'm going to repeat. I don't know how the label becomes justified because you guys ask me the same questions over and over again. But this is not going to turn into a spin around cycle of questions upon questions. I told you guys how I felt. I respect all walks of life and embrace all walks of life. That's where I sit.
KYRIE IRVIN, Kanye West, Alex Jones. You see those three guys? Watch how the world deals with these three guys. Pay close attention to what's happening, because it might be KYRIE IRVIN today. Tomorrow, it might be you and I. It might be you and I. People are getting canceled for the most simplest thing that they say. I know some say extreme things and I don't agree with it, but the most simplest thing, if it is sensitive, offends anyone in any least way possible, they can get canceled today. If this is happening in this country, where we advocate so largely for the freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, freedom to petition the government, freedom of religion, in this country, if this is happening and we don't speak against this, eventually, my friend, we are next. Now, let me say this. Do you remember the story of Colin Kaepernick? I hope I'm saying his name wrong. Colin Kaepernick. Let me let you watch that video. Do you remember what he did? Colin Kaepernick did something to disrespect the flag. He was promoted. Think about it. Some are being demoted and some are being promoted, depending on the view and one's perspective of one's behavior. Now, let's keep going. Watch this.
Embattled quarterback Colin Kaepernick took a knee as the national anthem was played in San Diego. And he wasn't alone. San Francisco 49ers teammate Eric Reed kneeled beside him in solidarity, and the controversial protest is spreading. This time it was Seattle Seahawks cornerback Jeremy Lane who refused to stand during the anthem in a game against the Oakland Raiders.
I'm just standing behind Kaepernick.
Thursday night's game in San Diego was billed as Military Night, a tribute to the hundreds of thousands of military personnel who live in a city well known for its patriotism. As soldiers spread the flag colors across the field, Kaepernick and Reed remained kneeling.
The message is that we have a lot of issues in this country that we need to deal with. We have a lot of people that are oppressed. We have a lot of people that aren't treated equally, aren't given equal opportunities.
Kaepernick took to the field during practice wearing plain white socks. Significant because since August 10th, he's been wearing socks with a cartoon image of a pig in a police officer's cap.
He became rich. He made more money by this move than playing football altogether. Those socks that he was wearing, he was calling for cops, in essence, as pigs in a blanket. Yeah. As a matter of fact, the slogan went on with the Black Lives Matter protesters. This was happening. Get this. This man decided not to stand, which is fine. You can do whatever you want. This is America. He decided to bow as an act of protest. He got a deal from Nike. He had commercials open to him. Doors were wide open. Yeah, he had some trouble going on in the NFL, but the floodgate opened up to him. Get this. Promotion, worship, praise, adoration. But what did he do? He disrespected the flag, disrespected those soldiers who bled and died in the name of protesting against police brutality. Okay? And that's another thing that we can talk about all day. So, now, wearing that socks was also another proclamation. These were very intentional moves. Listen to the Black Lives Matter movement on this.
The protesters took to the streets Saturday in St. Paul outside of the state fair, yelling, quote, "Pigs in a blanket, fry 'em like bacon," end quote. Some believe the chant refers to putting police officers in body bags. Many police found the chant insensitive, while protesters believe it's misinterpreted.
Statements and chants like that are just ignorant. You know, I find it absolutely disgusting.
He was not canceled. He was not demoted. He was promoted. And Black Lives Matter, completely respected. I also want to show one more video, and then we're going to bring this to an end. And I'm going to read some quotation, and I'll shut up. Now, listen. This is Marilyn Manson, right? I think I'm saying his name right. What you are listening to right now, this is not the original music to the video, but you get the message. You know what he's doing? What did Shaquille O'Neal say? What did Charles Barkley say about disrespecting the trans community, disrespecting somebody's religion? What did they say? Okay, you heard what they said, right? This is a famous individual on stage with the Bible being burned. Keep on watching. Keep on watching. Let me bring this closer to you. Antichrist superstar Marilyn Manson. There goes another one. The Holy Bible, right? Rip the pages out of that. Imagine if this was done to the Quran. Imagine if this was done to Talmud. Imagine if this was done to any other religious books in the world. Are you here? I'm trying to show you the double standard. All I'm trying to show you here is that there is obviously something political behind some of this stuff. There is obviously something happening. I think Kyrie is just a pawn in the game. Kanye West is just a pawn in the game. It's not about these guys. It's not about these guys. These guys are being made to be an example. And these guys are being used in some way, I will say, to create fear in our hearts. For whatever purpose, diabolical purpose, that the enemy is working out. Now, I can go on and on with this one, but I think, as you're about to see, this is just enough. This is just enough. Yeah, there we go. More. Burning the Bible, ripping pages apart. That's okay. That's okay to do to the Christian religion. There is nothing wrong about that. He was never canceled. Nothing was taken away from him. I don't remember any backlash for this. Eating pages of the Bible on stage. Yep, that's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. Are you paying attention to what I'm trying to say here? Are you listening to what I'm trying to say here? I gotta find one more video. To share with you, and then I am done. Okay, friends, I found the video now. Listen, this is Louder with Crowder. He's gonna show a clip from Alex Jones' prosecution, that jury that was happening with him concerning what he said about, those children and everything. And again, I'm not advocating for Alex Jones in any way, but I just want you to hear what the prosecutor said. And now look at what's happening with all of these guys. Then you understand where we are headed. Now listen.
Speaking out. That was the goal of it.
I ask that with your verdict, you not only take Alex Jones' platform that he talks about away, I ask that you make certain he can't rebuild the platform. That's what matters. Take him out of this discourse, of this misinformation, of this peddling of lies, and make sure he can't do it again. That is punishment. That is deterrence. So I ask of you to take the bullhorn away from Alex Jones and take the first steps towards taking that bullhorn away from all the others who have it, all the others who might want it, all the others who believe they can profit off of fear and misinformation. Make them understand that they too will sit their ass in that chair right there and have to actually respond in a court of law for what they do if they choose to do the same thing that Alex Jones did.
Didn't this send chills down your spines? Do you get it now? Do you know what's going on now? Are you now thinking from cause to effect? So you thought this was about Alex Jones, this was about Ye, this was about Kyrie. Come on now, pay attention. What is this about? This is about your freedom, my friend. This is about your ability to speak your mind. This is about your ability to share your view. This is about the words that you get to speak that could make a difference in the world. This is about shutting you up. That's what this is about. Let me share something with you, and I'm done. Freedom of speech is a principal pillar of a free government. When this support is taken away, the constitution of a free society is dissolved, and tyranny is erected on its ruins. Republics and limited monarchies derive their strength and vigor from a popular examination into the action of the magistrates. Benjamin Franklin, U.S. founding father. This is what the founding fathers thought, my friends. Enough being said. Let's talk below. Until next time, look unto Jesus and live by faith. Have a good one. Bye.